Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Tuesday, March 8, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Brooklyn Nets vs Charlotte Hornets. The Brooklyn Nets and Charlotte Hornets meet Tuesday in NBA action at the Spectrum Center. The Brooklyn Nets need a win after losing 17 of their last 20 games. The Charlotte Hornets need a win after losing 5 of their last 8 games. Our first pick is Charlotte Hornets plus 3.5 points. And here is why. Brooklyn looked very strong in the early going, getting off to an impressive 23-9 start. They have gone just 9-24 since and have overhauled their roster, sending James Harden and Paul Millsap to Philadelphia in exchange for Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and Ben Simmons, who has yet to get into a game. While they have not played themselves out of playoff contention, they are now battling for a positioning in the play-in tournament and sit just 2 games ahead of Washington, who could take someone's spot. Brooklyn comes into this contest as 3.5-point favorites despite losing each of its last 4 games. On the other hand, the Hornets have also been mired in a downward spiral, dropping 11 of their last 15 games. However, Charlotte comes into this game fresh off of back-to-back wins for the first time in over a month, and it won its only meeting against the Nets earlier this season. With the Nets in shambles, there's no reason to back Brooklyn here. Take the Hornets to cover the spread at home in this Eastern Conference battle on Tuesday. Our second pick is over 239.5 points. And here is why. The Hornets are hoping that ball can revert to form following a slow start since the All-Star break. In 5 games since appearing in his first NBA All-Star game, the Hornet star has watched his scoring average dip to just 16 points per game. While he's shot just 35.1% from the field, Bol has been shooting the ball at a 40.6% clip from deep. His rebounds, 4.8, and assists, 5.2, are also down during that span. For the season, the former No.3 overall pick is averaging 19.7 points, 7.3 assists, and 6.9 rebounds per game. Cleveland Cavaliers vs Indiana Pacers. The Cleveland Cavaliers and Indiana Pacers meet Tuesday in NBA action at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Cleveland Cavaliers need a win after losing 6 of their last 8 games. The Indiana Pacers need a win after losing 11 of their last 14 games. Our first pick is Cleveland Cavaliers minus 4.5 points. And here is why. Cleveland struggled early in its matchup with Toronto and was only up by 1 point after the first quarter, but they could have been up more. In the game, they were led by Lauri Markkanen, who had 22 points and 12 rebounds, while Evan Mobley had 20 points and 17 rebounds. In the second quarter, the Cavs outscored the Raptors 29-17 to build a lead they would never relinquish. The victory was crucial as it ended the Cavs' 3-game losing streak as the standings tighten in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers enter with momentum after beating the Raptors by 8 points on Sunday night. They have dominated the Pacers this season, winning all 3 meetings including a 120-113 victory in the previous bout last month. The Pacers have only won 2 out of their last 6 games and lost to the Pistons and Wizards in their last 2 bouts. Furthermore, the Cavaliers have found their shooting touch and the Pacers' defense is a weakness. Cleveland has averaged 110 points in their last 4 games. And our second pick is under 222.5 points, and here is why. Buddy Hield has fared well since arriving in a trade from Sacramento. The 29-year-old shooting guard scored 19 points in Sunday's defeat and is sporting an average of 15.3 ppg on 46% shooting. Malcolm Brogdon is clicking right now, sinking over 25 points in 3 consecutive games. The 29-year-old point guard has dealt with injuries but is having a terrific season, posting an average of 19.3 ppg and 5.8 apg. Chris Duarte did not play on Sunday due to a toe injury and is questionable. The 24-year-old has recorded an average of 13.3 ppg. The Pacers continue to play without Miles Turner. Darius Garland has averaged a solid 25 points in his last 3 bouts. The 22-year-old point guard missed most of February due to injury. Garland features an average of 20.6 ppg and 8.1 apg. Jarrett Allen did not play on Sunday due to a finger injury and is out for this one. The 23-year-old center is a great asset defensively and has posted an average of 16.3 ppg and 10.9 rpg. Evan Mobley collected the double-double in Sunday's victory. The talented rookie center owns an average of 14.6 ppg and 8.2 rpg. Los Angeles Clippers vs Golden State Warriors. The Los Angeles Clippers pay a visit to the Golden State Warriors at the Chase Center on Tuesday night. Our first pick is Warriors at -7. And here is why. Ty Lue is the coach of the year for my money. This is a team that has been decimated by injuries, with Kawhi Leonard out for the season and Paul George out for a big chunk of games. Yet Lue has kept this team focused and together, and they are a very respectable 34-32 in a tough Western Conference. They have outperformed their rivals, the Lakers, who have a lot more talent on the floor. That said, the Clippers are coming off a clunker, a 116-93 home loss to the Knicks on Sunday. The Warriors are going to play their second of back-to-back games after facing the Denver Nuggets on Monday and will likely enter this game with the Clippers with 5 straight defeats. I am saying that because Steve Kerr decided to rest Curry, Thompson, and Wiggins for Monday's game, but they will be ready to take on the divisional rival on Tuesday. Golden State will be looking to clinch the season series with a win here, and after what we saw from the Clips against the Knicks, I am pretty sure they will do it. The Warriors' star trio will be fresh and eager to go, so I am expecting a big game from them. And our second pick is under 219. And here is why. The Golden State Warriors lost their 4th consecutive game as they couldn't deal with vintage LeBron James, who dismantled them with a season-high 56 points. Even though Golden State had a double-digit lead in the 3rd quarter, the Los Angeles Lakers managed to win the 4th quarter by 13 points and grab a 124-116 win. The hosts made 3 triples more and hit 18 free throws opposite the Warriors' 9, while the rivals were pretty equal in other segments. Golden State couldn't cover a -5.5 spread, the 9th time in 10 games they failed to cover, to drop to a 30-34 ATS record. The Los Angeles Clippers displayed a pale offensive performance in a home defeat to the New York Knicks, shooting just 37.5% from the floor. Tyronn Lue's team scored only 40 points in the first half and allowed 59 on the other end, so at that point, it was evident that the Clippers are not going to win. The Knicks dominated the boards, 57-43, in a 116-93 victory, sweeping the season series against the Clips in the process. Los Angeles failed to cover a -5.5 spread, only the 2nd time in 9 games they didn't cover, to drop to a 33-33 ATS record. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.